Good afternoon, a horrible day again. No old men riding badly on bikes today. We usually go out Tuesdays around along the River Wandle, but alas, it was raining. And at our age, we don't want to get pneumonia. This photograph was one of a number sent to me by Matthew and Molly. Matthew is from Belgium, as one of my subscribers, and very kindly offered to let me have their holiday photographs from Ireland. I'm not quite sure what this is. It's the way I've uploaded or downloaded all these photographs. I'm not sure what's what. Yeah, it's either Donegal or somewhere around there. I'll find out a bit later when I go back on my computer. I'll just clip that up somewhere so that I can see it. Now, I'm going to attempt a knife painting in oil, which I haven't done for a long time. I've done one knife painting, but it wasn't very good. But I was out of my comfort zone with it, I think. But this, now, I've prepared this piece of paper, watercolour paper, just zoom out. With the plaster of Paris and diluted varnish, matte varnish, which is just left over from a painting job I had to do on the house a couple of years ago, I suppose it is now. Time goes so quick. And I've just gessoed it with this mix to give a bit of tooth to the paper. Now I'm going to go down to my palette. This table, if you can see that down there, I'll just move that, sorry. Zoom out a bit. I can't really show you all the mixing because I have one hand on the knives and the other on my cup of tea. So I've got this is an alkyd resin, Winsor & Newton. All these are Winsor & Newton paints. This is a Griffin, called Griffin. It's got alkyd resin in it and it dries very quickly. Not like acrylic, but it'll dry overnight, and everything that's mixed with it will also dry. Now we go to this red colour here. It's just cadmium red ordinary. Ultramarine blue, burnt umber, which I'm going to mostly use for the sand. There's a bit of sand there, and the sandy shore here. Sandy Shore, the old singer, arguably. And there's burnt sienna, which I mix mostly with the ultramarine to make my darks. And of course I've got black. This table, it's just a bit of furniture. Plywood, good ply. It has had so much paint and linseed oil on it over the years. I usually rest this on a small table that I attach to my studio radio easel, but I've just got it balanced on my travelling or my box easel, which is all purpose. So here we are, a couple of knives. So it's mostly sky. I've lowered the horizon a bit. I didn't want it right in the middle, as it is in the picture, to divide top from the bottom. So I'm going to mix up some. You'll have to. Well, I'll just show you the basic mixing. Bit of ultramarine, quite a bit, because this is a very messy process if you're not careful. I'm risking trouble by not changing or wearing anything. You don't really want to mix all the paints in the lumps of paint. Just do it in the middle here. I want to mix it to infinity. You want some streakiness just to show through. So that's a good sky colour. So we'll just, it's going to be a bit bouncy. Let's just put that down a bit. Get in there nice and tight. Now there's plenty of open time with this. Let's just come up now. I'll zoom in a bit. Right, okay, that's enough. So just whack it on. don't smooth it out, these things out too much. Leave some knife marks. Come down here. Going to be some clouds, and the clouds are quite light really in this one. I'm only going to do an approximate painting of it. I do love this, but I'm so out of practice with it. Doing all the watercolours and the acrylics. I've seen Terry Harrison do a demonstration in using a knife as a finale. Mix some more white with that. To a painting demonstration. It was his third painting in 2 hours. That's how quick he is. So as we come down to the horizon a bit, we'll just loosen, or just take the intensity down a bit. Don't need too many unpainted bits. And he used acrylic, and so you can use acrylic as a knife, but you've got to work fast because the acrylic dries so ferociously quick that you end up with a lot of hard edges. So this is the blue. I really want to come down into there. A great knife painter, well there are several, but my favourite all-time knife painter is Catherine Williams, marvellous Welsh painter. And I was going to put a bit of alizarin crimson somewhere, and it's just, I'll use a bit of this Catherine to substitute. Keep it simple. We'll just get some of this, it's a bit too dark. Coming down to that horizon, oops, to that this is very hit and miss. I'm going to have to use the drawings, the photograph, to reinstate the shape of this hill here. I always work top to bottom, that way you keep your fingers out of the mess, because it is a messy process. Alright, there you go. Come down there, that's fine. So let's put some of that in here. And I'm going to put a lot of white clouds in there. Various intensities. Right, okay. There's still some of that blue in there. No yellow in this, I just... white. You use more white of course than anything else. Look at these clouds. This is all light here. Just put this background colour on. I did a bit more work on the Slocan River, British Columbia, from my mate Steve. I'll just vary some of this. Some blue, lighter blue back there. Okay, I usually mix the Griffin white, the alkyd resin paint, with the ordinary Winton student quality, because it just ekes it out. It all helps to dry in the winter because it's a student quality and is much cheaper. So just get these highlights in the clouds. Right, let's get some lights in here. Some lights coming over the hills here. And got some light on there. And there's some little clouds coming in there. And some all the way across there. Okay. That'll do. Right, now we're going to put the landscape in, so but I won't clear the middle away yet because I might need some more of that. I mostly use the smaller of the two knives. Oops. Swig of tea, and then in with the I need some more paints. I need, excuse me, I just get my lemon yellow or my cadmium yellow light. So always buy these paints in the large 200ml tubes because they're very economic. If you're going to stay with oil painting, that is. So the great big, these great big tubes, 200 millilitres. They're very economical and they're very inexpensive. Well, relatively inexpensive. All paint is expensive, but being student quality, they're not. Okay, now, having said don't move that in the middle of my board, I'm going to clean it. But I'll just put it to one side, I won't throw it away. And I'll just clean off, you can't see this. The reason I mostly don't use oil is because of the solvents. I got a cough, I'm always coughing. Years of carpet dust breathing in, so I've been in my business for 40 odd years. But I've got a pot of linseed oil here, good quality linseed oil. I think I got this online, Winsor & Newton. I'm just going to put, I don't think it's ever been opened. That's why I don't want to open now. Oh! Excuse me while I... One of these lock proof, and I can't get into it. Right, we'll give that up for a while. I'll have to get these Stilsons on there. Right, lemon yellow, a bit of black. Lemon yellow and black make a very good green. And there is some green, but a bit of blue in. Right, okay, so here we are, we've got this, it's too dark, let's put a bit of white with that. Bit of ochre in there. Coming down there. And that goes to a bit of a little headland there on the horizon. And then we've got some yellow ochre, quite light. Coming down there. Sort of cliffs, sand. A pinch of rag or cloth to wipe some tissue to wipe your knives rather than wipe it on your jeans, which I want to do. Look at that. Okay, so there's a bit of a dark spot along there, along that beach. You need a steady hand for this. Right, okay. It's all this lumber in there. Right, okay, that's no, there's still a nice beach along here. Right, just get that off there. Now we go back to our sea colour, which is slightly green, so we'll put a bit of lemon yellow with the, what I scraped off from the sky, I've just mixed a little bit of yellow with it. So we'll just get that across here. There's another little island, a tiny little island. It's probably not an island, it's probably a little bit of a headland. Oh, it will be delicate. Is it going uphill? It is a little bit, isn't it? Change the colours in the sea, a bit darker. Just mixing a bit of yellow ochre in with that. Right, okay. Right, get some lighter blues in there. Some white, more white. I'm not going to use the alcohol, I'm going to use the cheaps. I haven't got a lot of the Griffin left. And I think when that finally runs out, I'll be into the oil painting. I'll stay with acrylics. I like acrylics, I like the being able to get on with it. So there's Winton, I think it's lost some oil. Okay. I do this, I forget to drink my tea and it goes cold. I know it's gone cold, I know that I've been taking too long. We're going up there a bit. Right, we can, oops, got my knife in the black. So let's, some darker blue, a bit of ochre, yellow ochre for oils. Well, I'm just going to turn that up a bit. Probably a bit too light. Right, okay, now we could get a nice bit of lighter. It's a bit better. Right, now we're going to put in this heavier stuff. Whites in there. Well, I'm really guessing this now. Just this sort of headland. superimpose a few greens over that. And then get some dark along there. And I put some darker green on the top here, just to let some of it just show through. Can't see anything on there that right, now we've got this yellow ochre beech boar. I use burnt umber in there for my beech colour. I use it in watercolour as well. To mix a little bit of ochre, or Rossi as the case may be, so we'll bit messy in there. There's really sort of white sand, isn't it? There's another bit of a rock in there, so we'll put that. We've got the base of this cliff here that's coming around there. Okay, so let's get this hard, dark rock in here. It's about here. Okay. And we've got, around that, we've got this beech. So look at the mess you get in here. Oops, can you see that? Yeah, plenty of cloth or rag, tissue. It all washes off. This beech is just sort of off-white. Right, we'll get that nice sea colour in there now. Lighter here because it's coming into the land. Just blur the edges there. And as we come into the beech, we can start to add in a bit of the umber into that mix. It gets lighter and lighter, but it warms up a bit. Don't blend it all, leave some standing as brush marks. Look, there's plenty of life in this water. And then we can come in the very, very light sky reflection in this here. Okay. Because a bit of a light colour coming across here. Okay, now we've got this dark lump here. Make it dark green because it'll have seaweed over it. But I can't make any detail out on it. Right, it's a bit of lighten up a little bit. Right, now we're going to the real darks now. A lot of blue, a lot of lemon yellow, and we're very rocky here. And that just clips there. Oh, I need to take that over a little bit there. Right, okay. And we'll add some bit of ochre in there, just to a little bit different. So you need plenty of artistic license with this. And then we've got a bit of seaweedy stuff around there. Let's put it in the beach now, right? Load of white, bit of burnt umber. I'll show you my palette before I have a sweet tea. See that? See me mess? This is my bit of umber. It's almost off-white, really. And I will vary that with a bit of sienna as well. Ochre. I forget I don't use raw sienna in oil. It's too weak. But with this, it's with oils. It's lovely. So we get this across here. So. I need to get that lighter edge of the water just up here. Okay. Now I haven't done anything like this for a long, long time. But I've got to thank Mathieu Belgium. It's a very wasteful method of painting, but lovely to do. And I've not done one of these as a demonstration. I did one a while ago on YouTube, which wasn't a particularly good one. I got the sky a bit awry. But you can cover a lot of area, a lot of distance, a lot of space very, very quickly. Look, done a whole beach there. We haven't put any detail on it yet, but going to make a mess of the back of my mount when I put it on. Now we've got some bit of mucky stuff around here. Just lying around there. And with this seaweed. But you've got to be prepared to waste a lot of this paint, because otherwise you're forever trying to find, like I was trying to find your refills. We've got a bit of a something here, a bit of a rock here. And that would be a bit beachy there, according to soften that a little bit. Okay. Got here, this is the beach here. I want to just feather that a little bit. So I'm going to put a bit of light across around here. And we'll put that's not a rock there. That's the rock. Why have I done that? Going mad. Let's get the water to release some sea in there. And knock up a bit more sea now. Right, now that's as far as that beach goes to about there. And the landscape comes into the sea a little bit. Right, okay, I can't see that there's much more I can do to that. There is a little figure in it, but we could, I suppose, but I'd have to clean my brush. Before I do, swig of tea. So it's a dark figure, so we're doing a bit of blue, a bit of red. We'll put him to one side. Right, and you can see some right, I better sign it. Got to sign it with. I've got this old pot which is to the bottom of. Oh dear. Oh. That's nasty white spirit. Yuck. Right, let's get a bit of a signature. Let's do it in black. This will be fun. Usher. Give that a bit of a clean. What I think of it. And I'll just wipe my hands and I will put it in a mount when I find a mount. I'll show you the photograph. There's the photograph. So that's not too bad. Now what colour smell should we have? That one? No, I think it's blue one. Be a bit more appropriate. Let's put that on there. So there you are. Somewhere in Ireland. Donegal. Possibly, I'll find out later. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll zoom in so you can see what I've done. Going a bit more. Right, there's plenty of colour in it. Look, oops. That's those rocks going out there. There's the island catching the sun. I'll put that in green. And then come over the other side. We've got the nearer rocks on the beach. Oops. Sorry, it's a bit jerky. I'm holding the mount in position. There's the sky. Come out of that. So there we are. A knife painting demonstration. Never been done before. Thanks for watching. Take that off there. And I'll have to clean the back of that now. See you later. Bye.